What happens when the woman who saves lives for a living is forced to save her own? Hi, I'm Abby, and this is Narrated by Abby, where true stories meet soul. If you're drawn to deep transformations, to stories that stay with you long after the final word, subscribe now and ring the bell, because you won't want to miss what's coming next. Today, we step into the life of a woman who had it all, until everything changed. Dr. Anya Sharma was 49, a cardiac surgeon, world-renowned, calm under pressure, revered by colleagues, respected by the world. Her days were filled with scalpel strokes and steady hands, saving lives before breakfast, lecturing by lunch. Every achievement felt like a rung on the ladder she was destined to climb. But quietly, something inside her had started to ache. A soft, haunting question whispered through her long nights. She ignored it, until her body refused to be ignored. It started small. A tremor in her right hand, a dull ache behind her eyes, a fatigue that sleep couldn't fix. She brushed it off. Too many back-to-back surgeries, too much coffee, too little rest. But her grip faltered. She dropped instruments, misread scan results. She forgot a follow-up with a patient she had operated on just days before. That wasn't like her. Still, she pressed harder, pushed through, until she couldn't anymore. The diagnosis came like a slap cloaked in silk. Early onset Parkinson's. Anya, who had cut tumors from hearts and revived patients from death, was stunned. The neurologist's words echoed in her mind long after she left the office. Progressive, degenerative, no known cure. Her hands, once the tools of precision and healing, had become unpredictable. She resigned within the month, not just from her job, but from everything she thought she was. Her flat was beautiful, high ceilings, polished floors, books lined like soldiers, but in the quiet of her post-surgical life, it felt like a mausoleum. She filled her days with distraction. Medical journals, documentaries, herbal forums. She started and abandoned a memoir. She scrolled, slept, stared out the window. Time passed in a kind of fog, unstructured, unforgiving. The identity she had built with such care, surgeon, speaker, lifesaver, had evaporated. And what was left was silence. It was Liv, her physical therapist, who planted the seed. "You ever try gardening?" she asked during a frustrating session where Anya couldn't hold a stretch. Anya scoffed. "Do I look like someone who owns a watering can?" Liv just smiled. "Try it. It's gentle, calming, might surprise you." At first Anya dismissed the idea. She was a scientist, not a sunflower whisperer. But a few days later, restless, she found herself in the tiny, overgrown garden behind her flat. It was a mess. Dead leaves, choked roots, soil cracked and dry. She stared at it, and then, without knowing why, knelt down, put her hands into the dirt. It was cold, rough, wet, and oddly comforting. She started small, mint, basil, lavender, things that were hard to kill. She fumbled, dropped tools, overwatered. Her hands shook. Sometimes they cramped. But the garden didn't judge. It simply responded. Water, sunlight, patience. Over time, green shoots emerged, new growth, and something inside her did the same. She began reading late into the night, books on botany, healing herbs, soil chemistry. She took online classes, ordered seeds, built raised beds. Then came the teas, the tinctures, the infusions. She brewed a chamomile blend that helped her sleep through the night for the first time in months. She made a balm for her aching joints. She gave a jar to Liv, who texted the next morning, "That stuff's magic." Encouraged, she started sharing her blends with neighbors. A rosemary rub for stiff knees, a thyme honey syrup for coughs, a lemon balm tea for anxiety. The feedback was immediate, warm, grateful. "Anya, where did you learn this?" "I haven't slept this well in years." She decided to start something small, an online shop, a blog, a name. Anya's Apothecary, a quiet place, a healing space, not a hospital, but a garden. The business grew, not overnight, not virally, but slowly, like everything worth growing. She wrote articles, Herbs for Calm, The Healing Garden, Mindful Gardening for Chronic Illness. She hosted Zoom workshops, answered emails from strangers, consulted with clients one-on-one. Not because she had to, because she wanted to. Because this time she was healing from within. Her Parkinson's didn't go away. Some days were still hard. But the fear, the shame, had less power now. She had found a rhythm, a way to live with the tremors instead of against them, a way to nurture, not control. She told Liv one afternoon, laughing as she packed jars of calendula salve, "You know, I used to think saving lives meant being the hero in the white coat." She paused. looked at the garden outside. Now I think it means showing people they can heal themselves. Her flat, once quiet and cold, now smelled of rosemary and lemon peel. Her fingers, once poised for precision, were stained with earth and oils. She had found her second act, and it was richer, deeper, quieter. A revolution. Not with scalpels and awards, but with soil and sunlight. If this story resonated with you, you're not alone. Maybe you've lost something. Maybe your hands shake too, or maybe you're just tired of chasing things that don't feed your soul. Whatever brought you here. Thank you for listening. If you'd like more stories like this, real, raw, and restorative, subscribe to Narrated by Abe. Like this video, share it with someone who's quietly trying to start over. And tell us in the comments, what has your heart been whispering to you lately? Until next time, stay rooted, stay open, and keep growing.